I had a vision of Jesus when I was a child. I was kneeling in front of him and at his feet, and all I saw was his flowing, shimmering white robe, so white I cannot tell you, never seen that white before. I never saw his face, but somehow I knew that it was him, and it put hope in my heart that there was something else in life besides the darkness of my childhood. My name is Barbara Begani, and I am full of joy and love to be able to share my testimony. Dad was, he was an American Nazi, and his philosophy of raising children was to break the spirit of the child. He beat us regularly, my mom, my brother, and I. Even if you begged him to stop beating you, he would say, I will beat you more for that. We were not allowed out. I was not allowed to have friends. We were so-called prisoners, and that's pretty much like it was. My brother left, and I didn't. I stayed because I wanted to be with my mom. Then I was married and had children, and on one of my children's first day of school, my friend Joan, she saw me with these little children, and I was pregnant with another. She befriended me, and then she invited me to her church, and Pastor LeVay was the pastor at the time. He prayed with me and asked me if I wanted to receive the Lord and be forgiven for my sins and have everlasting life. And I said yes, I did, and so I received the Lord with him. The next day when I woke up, I knew that I was different. I knew that I was a different person. I just said out loud, He's still with me. He's really with me. I was so amazed that I told the pastor, He's with me, and he said, yes, He is forever. I was afraid that my father would take it away. Somehow the evil would take it away. And he said, he told me to read Romans 8, that nothing will ever separate me from the love of God. 3 years, it was straight up all the way, and I thought it would be that way the rest of my life. It was glorious, it was joyful, it was peaceful, and I had the power to go see my father when he was in the hospital. I told him that I forgave him for the past, and that I gave him the little booklet, The Four Spiritual Laws, which we were given out at that particular time. I asked him if he would read it when I left to receive Jesus, and he said he would read it. So I prayed God all the time that he did read it. After that, there was a difficult time in my marriage, and I heard an audible voice. I was listening to Jesus talking to the Father, pleading to the Father on my behalf. Jesus had such respect and honor for the Father and his voice and love, and saying to the Father all good things about me. And I was waiting for the bomb to drop about this I did wrong and that I did wrong, and he never ever said anything wrong. Everything that I did was right. And now I look back and I see that the blood of Jesus covered me, and the power of the blood made me look right in God's sight. I know that Jesus is alive. He died and shed his blood and rose again from the dead to save me, a sinner. I'll never ever doubt that he is alive and that he is with me every moment of every second of every nanosecond of every day, and that he loves me, and that he loves all believers, and also those that are lost. I still to this day have visions and dreams. I don't know why these things happen, but I think the most important thing is to have love, the love of God in our hearts, the love of Christ in our hearts, and to keep asking for more love so that we can share it with each other and share it with Marblehead and share it with the world.